What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Dylan Matthews back at it again with another hometown take. Today I am talking about the NBA and the NBA draft and who our Atlanta Hawks could also again be after in the NBA draft. Now look, first of all, before I get into it, I done gave y'all a lot of videos about who the Hawks could draft this year, so don't come to me acting surprised when they draft whoever they're going to draft, the 6th overall pick or whatever pick they're going to have, because they could trade up, trade back, who knows. But I'm getting y'all ready, man, so don't say I ain't get y'all ready. I'm getting y'all ready. But anywho, I need you to go ahead and like this video, because if you like it, then I know you want more of it and more stuff similar to stuff like this. So like this video, comment, tell me your thoughts, and I'll get into why this is extra important and how a comment led to the happening of this video. So comment your thoughts. It gives me good ideas, more ideas, and great perception, and you know, makes me look at things in a way I would have maybe not looked at it before with your thoughts. And most importantly, subscribe, because I'm trying to get this money, point blank period. Alright, so like I was saying, I got the idea of this video from one of a comment from a person who watched this video. Shout out to you, you know who you are. And he told me that we should draft, the Atlanta Hawks being that, we should draft Tyrese Haliburton coming out of Iowa State. So I personally never really, he wasn't super high on my radar. But I checked out his tape, checked out his scout report that the person who commented about Tyrese also sent me. So shout out to you again, my friend. This is why it's important for y'all to comment. If y'all comment, I'll do the videos. I got a Jeremy Grant to the Hawks video coming up soon, so stay tuned for that. And that I'm doing that video because of a comment I got. So if you tell me what you want to do, I'm gonna do it for you. It's that simple. All right, let's go ahead and get into the video. So Tyrese Haliburton, he's a point guard coming out of Iowa State. Now this is a guy who, like I said, wasn't really on my radar, but he is kind of high up there. All the rankings I've seen have him going around 8th overall. So right in the Hawks wheelhouse, we could stay right where we are to get him. Wouldn't be taking too high of a risk on him because it's really only be 2 picks up, so totally fine. He is a point guard. He does have some good. Does have some good strengths. He also has some weaknesses. We'll get into him. So some strengths. He is a great decision maker. He makes great passes. He's good in transition, good at making pick and roll decisions, and he's confident. He can be flashy at times too because he's so confident. So he makes great decisions, has a very high basketball IQ. As far as scoring goes, he can score. His shot is a little funky. It will need to be tweaked, but he is a good catch and shoot type of guard. He can shoot from 3-point range. He's got NBA 3-point range, even a little deeper than NBA 3-point range. Ain't Trae Young, but he's got the range for it too. So he has some range. Not quite sure about his ability to create his own shot off the dribble though. So he will have to work on that. We'll have to work on creating his own shot off the bounce. But he can catch and shoot. He can dribble. He's got a good floater. He does need to attack the basket more though. Has a great floater. He can finish. He's not super big, and I'll get into more of that a little bit later into the video. Not super big, but when he does attack the basket, he's effective because he's elusive and he's sneaky, kind of quick. So he's a good finisher at the rim, got a nice floater, and we all know coming into the NBA, you got that freshman floater, you can make it in your rookie year. So he's got good scoring abilities, got great passing abilities, great decision maker. He'd just be a good guy to come off the bench behind Trae Young. But my thing is, before I get deep into his weaknesses, my thing is, I don't really know if we should spend this high of a pick on a backup point guard. Do we really need to do that? Do we really find it necessary? I think if we're gonna go guard oriented, which I think we should get some type of wing 3-and-D type player, which this guy could be. But at point guard though, if he can translate to shooting guard, which his game might be able to translate to shooting guard, I'm not too sure of it, but it could, then yes, I'm okay with this pick. But to be honest, if we're thinking shooting guard, I'd rather go with Anthony Edwards, and I did a video on that. You can catch that here. But I'm just not super sure about drafting another point guard that high. We have our point guard. We can get a veteran backup point guard. You know, I would kind of like that better. I like what we did with Jeff Teague. Not somebody with that kind of price tag, but some guy like that, a veteran guy who's not going to be very costly. So I kind of want to go that if we're going backup point guard. Shooting guard wise, if we're going to go for a guy who we expect to be a shooting guard, give me Anthony Edwards in the draft. We're going to spend a high draft pick. If we're going to spend that number 6 overall pick on him. So I like Tyrese Haliburton, but I'm just not sure if we should spend that high of a draft pick on him unless we are sure, which the Atlanta Hawks scouts, NBA scouts would know better than I would if he can translate over to shooting guard better. But I'm going to go off of what I see. I think he could, but he does have some stuff to work on. Like I said, if he's going to be a shooting guard, he has to be able to make plays, which part of that is being able to come off the dribble and take a good shot. Now, he can catch and shoot. That's great. He can catch and shoot with range. That's great. He does have to tweak his form a little bit. It's a little too slow, so it's going to be, you know, a little bit harder for him coming into the league with that slow release, getting a good shot off. But, you know, Trae Young will be able to find him, that sort of thing. And I also like the fact that he could come in and be a backup point guard / shooting guard. If he can do that, if he could be a combo guard, then that is amazing, and I'd be all for drafting him with the number 6 overall pick. If he can come in, do what we got to do, come in and relieve Trae Young on point guard or start at shooting guard, do a little bit of both because he's good in the pick and roll. He can pick and roll with John Collins, maybe even Clint Capella, so he can do that. He makes some great passing. It could work out. So now, some things he's got to work on. He has to work on being a little bit better with his feet and staying on his feet. So he's got good feet and he has good potential to be a good ISO defender. But sometimes he kind of gets a little too eager, gets a little too antsy, and he starts to hop instead of staying in his stance. And he gets a little too tall in his stance too, from what I've seen from his scouting report. So he's got to work on that. He's also got to work on staying in his feet. I watched him film on him. He jumps at ball fakes a lot. And you will get killed in the NBA if you cannot stay on your feet. So he's got to learn how to stay on his feet, not bite at every single ball fake that he has shown. Otherwise, he will get torched in the league. And I'm not trying to have all that. We need good defenders. He's got the potential to be a good defender. So we need him to really hone in on that. And then lastly, this is the biggest weakness. Obviously, his size. He is tiny. He's small. He's thin. He's got to fill out. He's got to get some muscle on them arms, boy. Get some meat on them thighs. Come on, man. Get in the gym, but that's all right. In the NBA, they'll get him right. But you got to put some meat on them bones. He's out there getting bodied. And we got some bigger guards in the game now. You know, Luka Doncic, whoever. They'll body you. And they'll put you in a post. And he's liable to getting posted up right now by any guard that's bigger than him. And a lot of guards are bigger than him right about now. He does have good reaction time, though. He has great defensive instincts. Watching him go flood the lanes and jump the lanes, he's great at that. Just type of instincts you can't even be taught that he's got. He's got God-given defensive instincts, so that's great. So if he can just fill out, which I think he could, he can learn how to stay on his feet, which I think he can develop too. He's got to develop also being able to come off the dribble, shoot a shot. If he can be, like I said, if he can be a combo guard for us, then I'm all for it. Otherwise, if he's just kind of going to be a glue point guard, give me Anthony Edwards. I'd rather have a veteran backup point guard, to be honest. A low-budget backup point guard, just to be completely honest with you. Now, we'll see. But I'd rather have Anthony Edwards, I think, at this point. Not sure. But I wouldn't be terribly mad if we decide to go with Tyrese Haliburton out of Iowa State. So, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think we should draft him? How do you feel about him? After looking at him, I like him. I'm just not completely sold yet. I think I still would gotta go towards Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards is the most, you know, he's the closest thing to a can't-miss player in this draft. We don't have any can't-miss players in this draft. We don't have any Zions. We don't have any, you know, Lonzos or LeBrons, obviously. You know, we don't have any can't-miss guys, KD, whoever. But Anthony Edwards, I think, is the closest player to that in this draft. So if we can get him, I want to go with him. We'll see what happens. Tell me what you guys think about Tyrese Haliburton. Should we draft him? Do you like him? What do you think? What do you want to hear from me next? What do you guys want to hear me talk about? Whether it's Hawks draft, Hawks free agency, whatever, I'm with you. Or, you know, anything NBA wise, or NBA draft wise, or NBA free agency, or even NFL. I'm versatile, you know what I'm saying? But again, make sure you like this video, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to your boy so I can get monetized real quick. All right, until I talk to you guys next time, peace.